At the home of Chimp Brian and his group, it's all systems go in the outdoor enclosure. The maintenance team have started work adapting the climbing frames and platforms under the guidance of Alison and primate care staff member Sean. There's a very special reason for all the work. Alison has received positive indications that a 24-year-old female chimp called Chocola could soon be heading to the UK from Kenya to take up residence at the park. The move has been a long time coming, mainly due to Chocola's long-term health problems.
There's nobody else really in the world that's prepared to give her an opportunity. I've searched, because I'm not sure that we'll be successful either, but I can't find any other options, and I've gone around different sanctuaries around the globe discussing Chocola and her situation with other organizations, and nobody's really prepared to take her on. So we'll see. We're just going to do the best we can for Chocola and carry on knowing that she really has no other option at this point in her life.
Chocola's disabilities are profound. She has partial paralysis down one side from stray bullet fragments suffered when clinging to her mum, who was shot. She doesn't have the use of her right hand or foot, so a lot of thought and planning has gone into adapting the enclosure. The challenge is to make it easier for Chocola to move around without compromising the space and climbing apparatus for Brian's group of 6.
We're making best attempt here to try and provide her everything she needs down at a low level that the guys have up higher. She might try and climb, but we're at least giving her the opportunity to have a daily set of activities that she can do down low in this enclosure.
Although no firm date has been set for Chocola's arrival, the transport crate for her move has already left for Kenya. While the maintenance team continue with the makeover, Brian's group of chimps remain indoors. But the primate care staff are making sure they're kept busy and happy. They've brought a bit of the outside in, with lots of browse placed around the playroom, along with pillowcases stuffed with straw, hiding seeds and nuts. Brian's lot are a pretty solid group these days, although relative newcomer Kangu is still a bit wary of Ash. But it's how Chocola will deal with being introduced to the other chimps that's currently on Alison's mind.
Emotionally, how is she going to cope? Is she going to be strong, confident lady, or is the sight of the other chimps just going to freak her out? It's probably going to be a little bit of both.
Only time will tell, as everyone waits for news from Kenya on when Chocola will make the journey. After a 4-hour journey through the Kenyan bush, Chimp Chocola has arrived at the cargo terminal at Nairobi Airport. Monkey World's animal director Jeremy and Chocola's carer Monica are accompanying her every step of the way. Chocola needed to be sedated to get her safely into the travel crate, but she's now wide awake and sitting up.
It was good. We had to anaesthetise her to get her into the box, but so far she has been very good. Very good. Now she is getting a little bit interested in, everything that's going on, so she's testing the box.
Word of the chimp's arrival has spread. Chocola is becoming quite a celebrity with the airport ground crew, keen to take a look at the unusual cargo they'll be helping to transport.
Very nice, Choco. Very nice.
Despite all the noise and unfamiliar faces, Chocola appears relaxed, but Jeremy is keeping a close eye on her.
She's had a very, very, very busy day. She's been anaesthetised, she has been driven for 4 hours in a van, and she is awake now, and she's obviously gets in the. We try to keep the people away from the van as much as possible, which isn't easy because they all want to see her, and it's not good because that will make her more anxious. So we're trying to keep her calm. So she had quite a big drink from me earlier, and now she has taken up some food. She has had her breakfast. She has eaten well, and she has had a good drink. So hopefully now she will settle down again and have a siesta soon, I hope. But it's all very, very new for her. So we just have to keep with her, keep company, keep her happy.
Chocola is moved into a cargo hangar away from the heat and hubbub outside. The journey will be just under 15 hours and includes a short stop in Bahrain before landing at East Midlands Airport. Jeremy and Chocola spend some time together while the final paperwork is sorted out. With the clock ticking down to departure, the plane is made ready and it's time for Chocola to be loaded up. It's a slick and quick operation. The travel crate is manoeuvred into the vast belly of the cargo plane and secured. Throughout it all, Jeremy and Monica are on hand to reassure the chimp. Monica is coming along on the journey too. She's going to spend a couple of weeks at Monkey World helping Chocola to settle in and be a familiar face.
I'm calm. I'm not nervous. I think I have been ready to do this for the longest time possible. It was a good day, a busy one. But it is so far so good, it is okay. Now to Monkey World.
With the cargo loaded and the paperwork complete, the plane is ready to leave. Monica and Jeremy will have access to Chocola throughout the flight to keep her hydrated, fed, and reassured. The cargo plane taxis slowly to the runway. Ahead is a 4,500-mile journey taking Chocola to a new chapter in her life, a new home, and a family of her own kind at Monkey World. Kenya, East Africa. After months of planning and complex negotiations, Monkey World is about to embark on a rescue mission like no other. The beneficiary of this enormous undertaking is disabled chimp Chocola, who lives with Graziella Cotman, with the help of Keeper Monica. Life is about to change for the chimp, who'll soon be on her way to the UK and a new home at the park in Dorset, where she'll hopefully become part of a family with others of her own kind. Monkey World's animal director Jeremy Keeling has flown to Kenya to oversee the move.
I too quick. I too quick.
Get to know the chimp and establish a relationship.
We owe her to give her a good life. And of course, Graziella and Monica have done really well to give her a good life. But now she must leave and we have to train her to a new life. She has to learn a whole new life with other chimpanzees and with different people looking after her. And it won't be bad, it won't be horrible, it won't be cruel, but it will be very different. The time has come, it's got to be now. So, that's why we're here, to make it happen.
Chocola's early life was traumatic. Her mother was shot for bushmeat and the infant, clinging to mum, was covered in bullet spray and injured. Graziella, who was working for a chimpanzee rescue centre in the Republic of Congo, took on responsibility for the injured chimp. She's been devoted to her care for 23 years. Graziella is now 82 years old, and looking after Chocola has become a struggle. She's decided to leave Kenya and go home to Belgium. But first, she wants Chocola settled in the best place possible, and that means Monkey World in Dorset, with its established chimp families and all the expertise that goes with it.
I need to put my chimps in a good place, and I make the choice that she go to Monkey World because there are too much chimpanzee there. As maybe one day you have the opportunity to go there, and I know the place is good. I go there 3 times, 4 times, and finally that is my choice that I put Chocola there. I need to do that.
Jeremy has spent 3 days in Kenya observing Chocola, getting to know her likes and dislikes, and assessing how the gunshot wounds from 23 years ago have affected her mobility.
You coming up? Good girl. You up, up we go. Good girl. You a good girl.
Chocola is partially paralysed down her right side and can't use her hand and foot properly. Her disabilities mean she needs a lot of care and attention, which the Monkey World team need to consider when settling her into her new home.
Obviously, Chocola is very disabled. She is crippled, but I think that she has a lot of capability of moving that was better than I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but she is moving. You know, when she walks around the enclosure, I have a job to catch up with her. I mean, I know I'm old and broken as well, but she really can move around better than I was expecting, which is good.
Hi. Hello.
Monica first met Chocola in 2005 when the chimp and Graziella first arrived in Kenya. For the last 10 years, she's been the chimp's main carer, and they've established a bond that will be tough to break when the time comes.
Working with chimpanzee is fun, but it has to come from inside yourself. It's something that it's not forced, or you don't do it for money, because it is the feeling that you have. Then you give it back to the chimpanzee. And there you learn slowly, slowly, because with chimpanzee, you don't learn from the books. You learn with the interaction from them. With Chocola, we have managed to keep her happy by being always with her, playing with her just to keep company and to make sure she's comfortable.
Chocola will fly to the UK on a cargo plane with the help of worldwide courier DHL. Monkey World sent out a travel crate some months ago for the chimp to get used to. The original plan was for Chocola to walk voluntarily into the box, but so far attempts at training her have failed. Jeremy's aware the clock is ticking. The flight leaves in less than 48 hours. He phones Alison back in the UK to update her.
Yeah, we've given up trying to train Chocola to go into the box because I just don't think it's going to happen just yet. So we're going to go with plan B and get the vet to anaesthetise her and get her in. Just wanted to fill you in on all that. Okay?
Oh, okay. No, I have complete faith in you doing all of that, Jeremy. So whatever you feel is best for the chimp in the end, and you can work with the vet, that'll be brilliant.
It might even help her being a bit dopey from an anaesthetic anyway. So, you know, it might be good in that respect. But as long as you're happy.
Absolutely.
Okay, right, I will speak to you soon. Okay?
Thanks, Jeremy.
No sweat. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Using anaesthetic always involves risk, but Jeremy and the team have assessed all the options and made the decision. Everyone is hopeful that, with the plane on a fixed schedule, everything will fall into place for Chocola to be on board. It's early morning at East Midlands Airport, and at the DHL cargo hub, the ground crew are preparing for a very special arrival. After a 15-hour flight starting at Nairobi Airport and including a brief stop in Bahrain, chimpanzee Chocola has landed in the UK, ready to start her new life at Monkey World. The trip was meticulously planned. Alison applied for special permission from DEFRA to land at East Midlands rather than the usual route via Heathrow to reduce the transit time for the disabled chimp. Her health and welfare were paramount, and the route saved almost a day and a half of travel time. Chocola has been accompanied throughout the journey by Jeremy,
Good girl.
who's spent the last week in Kenya getting to know her.
Hey, hey. All this shouting, do you want another drink? Whoa, another drink? You're not done bad. No. She's done very well. She does get very anxious very easily, as you can hear. So, obviously, airport's always the same. Everybody wants to see the animal, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, so you spend half your life fighting people off because she gets very anxious when she sees people. Of course, it's all very new for her. And, no, she's done very well. She's done very well, but she does shout when she's upset, and she's, don't you?
Monica, Chocola's main carer for the past 10 years in Kenya, also accompanied her throughout. Between them, Monica and Jeremy kept the chimp hydrated, fed and reassured during the entire journey.
Yeah, she eats and drinks very well. I mean, obviously she gets upset and then she doesn't eat for a while, but overall she's eaten very well, thank you very much. And, you know, I've spoiled her a bit. She bought her own food, you know, some general fruit and stuff, but she's had a couple of bread rolls, and she's had, she had a little Mars bar. But don't tell anybody. Yes, yeah, you don't know the paperwork, do you? We'll all get shouted at. Will another paper? Not much, maybe a little.
After nearly 4,500 miles in the air, there's still another 200 to go by road before Chocola arrives at her final destination in Dorset. Jeremy's keen to get the chimp offloaded as quickly as possible. The ground crew leap into action, and the whole process runs smoothly. Chocola has been in her travel crate for nearly 24 hours, and she's not afraid to let everyone know.
You are a good girl. You are.
She's also gained a bit of a fan club.
She's getting used to this. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, go.
The majority of the paperwork was checked and approved pre-arrival to minimise any delay. And Chocola is soon being loaded into Monkey World's own transport vehicle.
Watch your head, mate. And your arm.
Yeah, she can get you.
Up, underneath. That's it.
Knock it up.
Bit more. You lift it up.
And you get your handle there.
Nice one. Gentle a minute.
Yeah.
Bit more.
The crate is locked in and secured, ready for the journey to Dorset.
She's safely on board, and she's got an opinion, but she's not. I think she's just shouting because it's all. I don't think she's terribly upset. Oh, she was earlier in the journey, but I think now she's getting used to this, and she's just shouting at people to let them know that she's here, and I get that impression. But she's not. I don't think she's too anxious. She's just having a bit of a shout.
And with Chocola announcing her presence, the final leg of her journey, which started in the Kenyan bush and will culminate in the lush green Dorset countryside, begins. Exciting times lie ahead. Following a 5-hour journey from East Midlands Airport, the van bringing chimpanzee Chocola to her new life in Dorset has arrived at the park. The primate care staff who'll be taking care of her are excited to get their first glimpse of their new charge. And Alison is on hand too.
Hi, you.
Chocola has been accompanied all the way from Kenya by animal director Jeremy, along with Monica, who has cared for Chocola for more than 10 years and will help her settle in. Chocola has been in her transport crate for more than 24 hours, and the team are keen to let her out. She's going to live in Brian's house with his group of 6 and will be taken to a specially prepared bedroom there. Alison wants to show Monica Chocola's new home.
I'm so happy to see Chocola and Monica here. It's been, almost 10 years in the making.
Planning, replanning.
Yeah, Graziella and Monica have looked after her for all of these years, but you know, she's a chimp. She needs other chimps, and she potentially can live for another 20 to 25 years. So the next big step, I mean, I've been feeling sick on this transport to get her here well and safely. But now the whole next chapter begins, getting her in with Brian and all of his lot.
As the large crate is manoeuvred carefully into position, there are plenty of interested onlookers outside in the tunnels.
Right now, Chocola's shouting the house down because she's obviously very nervous. She's in a brand new setting and there's a lot of other chimps making a lot of noise at her. We're just basically trying to set it up so that we can get her into the house safely. But while we're doing that, she's getting a bit more agitated. So hopefully that's done quickly and then we get her inside and try and calm her down a bit.
The crate is designed to marry up to an entrance on the chimpanzee house leading directly into the bedrooms. Everything is set. Chocola gets a few words of encouragement.
Hey, Chocola!
Before Jeremy opens up the crate to allow her to move through.
Good girl. Come on, madam.
Despite her disabilities and being inside the travel box for more than 24 hours, the female chimp is eager to explore her new home.
What are you thinking? Excellent. Excellent. Good girl. She needs to stand up, but her legs must be stiff from sitting so long.
A curious Chocola moves at a shuffle, navigating her way from one room to the next. And as the stiffness in her joints and limbs eases up, she becomes more and more inquisitive and adventurous.
Okay, she can hop right up onto that shelf.
Dad, she's so much more than I was expecting, agile, able, and it's such a relief.
I'm impressed that she moved through and is reasonably confident moving through the house. And that's after sat cramped up in the box for so long.
So far, so good. Over the coming days, Chocola will have the chance to get used to her new home and her new life. Her next challenge will be to meet some of Brian's group and make friends.
Clearly she's disabled. I mean, we're not saying she hasn't got issues. Of course she's got issues. She's got very serious issues. But I think she's a lot more capable than I was expecting. And I think 99% of that is her attitude, which is great. She is a survivor.
It should serve her well as she acclimatises to her new life and begins to integrate into a chimp family for the first time since she was snatched from her mother all those years ago.